Criminal. I don't go put money laundry for best when I don't get money. You don't launder your own money now. Who broke you now criminal now? I not to do charity. They wonder how. They don't know how they use debt to do charity. Anyways, we're outside with my lawyer, of course. And you know what we do. We can never get inside when we have our lawyer by our side. So right now, by Sadeji, you are going to survive me with at least $3,000 first for the starts. So
do you see these gentlemen seated here?
Yes.
All of them are my staff. They are all young men. This is the kind of people I want to work with. On the issue of restructuring, there is no way I could publish a whole book. Have you read my book on restructuring?
No, I haven't yet.
I believe in restructuring because I was born and grew up in a restructured Nigeria. As far as restructuring is concerned, is one of my major political beliefs and doctrine. So if I have the opportunity, I definitely will restructure this country. And I hope your support will give me that opportunity to do that. On the issue of coalition of political parties, not coalition just to grab power as was done in 2014, but coalition who really believe in the ideals of a truly Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I believe very soon you will hear from you that you can expect, good news from that, because the coalition is not built around any single individual. It is built around political beliefs, and there are participants from all the major political parties, from APC, from PDP, from Labour, and others. So I really look forward, to having regular communication with you, with your organization, so that, we can also benefit from your inputs in what we are currently doing. So I thank you very much indeed for this visit, and I hope this is the beginning of working cooperation together with you.
Criminal. I don't go put money laundry for best when I don't get money. You don't launder your own money now. Who broke you now criminal now? I don't to do charity. They wonder how. They don't know how they use debt to do charity. Anyways, we're outside with my lawyer, of course. And you know what we do. We can never get inside when we have our lawyer by our side. So right now, by Sadeji, you are going to survive me with at least $3,000 first for the starts.
Allow you to speak. We only take one more. And I think since you are from Borno, let's allow you the person. Doctor? But you're from the same state. I'm not sure you're going to speak on the same subject matter.
Mr. Speaker,
Go ahead.
I represent the extremely displaced and highly victimized constituency of Chibok, Dambua, and Goza. Mr. Speaker, honorable members on record, including the 82 not yet recovered Chibok girls. Mr. Speaker, I'm talking as a victim of the recent resurgence of an insurgence of Boko Haram. I was in my constituency on Saturday to sympathize, to condole with the people that lost their lives as a result of this sporadic, uninterrupted attacks in my constituency. in Pulka constituency, part of my constituency, 10 peasant farmers who went out to scavenge for what we call firewood. Peasant farmers were slaughtered by Boko Haram members, and 5 are still at large and 3 are critically ill in the hospital. In Chibok, 14 peasant farmers were attacked in their community. In less than a blink of an eye, they reduced 14 people to 9. As they are running, these people are running with their brand new motorcycles, using brand new AK-47s to kill people while they are running for their own lives. In Isge, I lost 2 military men, a captain and a senior officer, as a result of Boko Haram insurgents. In Kamburu, I lost 2 men and 1 military officer as a result of Boko Haram insurgents. In Wajiroko, I lost so many constituents. We lost so many constituents because Boko Haram is using armed drones. Let it be on record. They are using armed drones, weaponized drones, which the Nigerian army is not using. In other words, they are more sophisticated and advanced than the Nigerian army. Lastly, I lost people in Wajiroko. We lost people in Wajiroko as a result of Boko Haram insurgents. This is the few I can give you, just a tip of an iceberg as far as my constituency is concerned. I observe one thing. Boko Haram is fast coming back, worse than what we had in the past. Take it or leave it. Boko Haram, ISWAP, or whatever name you call them, they are coming back. Let us do something serious in order not to go back to our days when 22 local governments out of 27 local governments of Borno were occupied by Boko Haram. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we should be complacent. Rome used to be the greatest empire on the world, but it was destroyed by the complacency of the Romans because of their inability to take things serious, to deal with their enemies. So as I'm speaking to you, personnel, there are no Nigerian army personnel. They don't have enough personnel to face these boys. That is the truth. They are committed. They are very strong in their own stand, but unfortunately they don't have enough personnel and equipment to face the Boko Haram. I have seen it. Nobody reported it to me because I went to my constituency on Saturday.
Criminal. How do you put money laundering for person when no get money? You don't launder your own money now. Who broke you na criminal now? I don't to do charity. They wonder how. They don't know say they use debt to do charity. Anyways, we're outside with my lawyer, of course, and you know what we do. We can never get inside when we have our lawyer by our side. So right now, by Sadeji, you are going to survive me with at least $3,000 first for the starts.
Do you see these gentlemen seated here?
Yes.
All of them are my staff. They are all young men. This is the kind of people I want to work with. On the issue of restructuring, there is no way I could publish a whole book. Have you read my book on restructuring?
No, I haven't yet. Yes.
I believe in restructuring because I was born and grew up in a restructured Nigeria. As far as restructuring is concerned, it's one of my major political beliefs and doctrine. So if I have the opportunity, I definitely will restructure this country. And I hope your support will give me that opportunity to do that. On the issue of coalition of political parties, not coalition just to grab power as was done in 2014, but coalition who really believe in the ideals of a truly Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I believe very soon you will hear from you that you can expect good news from that, because the coalition is not built around any single individual. It is built around political beliefs. And there are participants from all the major political parties, from APC, from PDP, from Labour, and others. So I really look forward, to having regular communication with you, with your organization, so that, we can also benefit from your inputs in what we are currently doing. So I thank you very much indeed for this visit, and I hope this is the beginning of working cooperation together with you.
Naija man, wetin I do again now? You don't too, you too don't dey move now with distraction. Naija man. No, I dey say make I help una celebrate na, make e no be say I be witch. My mama say me if anybody wey dey celebrate make I dey join them. I'm joining you people now. You see the abi? They say if you can't beat them, you join them. Naija man. Oh, you say you believe in a distraction. Oh, man, I weak. If I tell you, say, like, for like 1 week, I just tire. Like, I just tire. I just can't believe what did they happen. I don't believe. I don't believe what is happening. Fucking crazy. Anyway, would enjoy the show as it unfold.
Allow you to speak. We only take one more. And I think since you are from Borno, let's allow you the person. Doctor?
Know where you go turn go. Wait dem no go either they slap you with Tinubu is doesn't allow either APC, Tinubu, PDP now or VDM. That's it. Moreover, but underneath all the Bola Tinubu they take this they organize in his re-election uh, powerhouse. They put them together one piece by piece. And they try to just make sense why this like this this whole VDM of a thing. As in how the thing just stay like I cannot understand waiting that they protest for. I don't understand. They okay, EFCC arrest them. Okay. Then Nigerian man just listen. Oh, you know, say this VDM matter. Everybody they involved. When I mean everybody, from the it be like say even no, now only APC. This one they busy. I don't said, but everybody from pastor to activists to like
How they mobilize everybody like that? All the media, that's another thing. All the media, everybody from media, all the celebrities, every fucking body. Like, how? What is going on? Ah, eh, man. Even Abure don't suspend Alex. I see that one too. I say, no, now the woman first come out and suspend Abure Nabi. I see that headline. I see Shena what be her name? Usman Namadi, whatever her name is. But I don't even know about a man or woman self. That Labour Party chairman, the Obi and Alex version. I first of all hear about our own news suspending then this the account they see this one where you talk to their body the car say okay. Nigerians they look for their Jesus now. Like, yeah, but I don't even understand. So why me know this VDM of a character? I don't understand. Wait, as in like I don't even know the guy before until when say I think that's I begin to really like pay attention to that man. But not this year self. But waiting the guy did, as in like waiting make am so much generate so much attention like this. Man, it's funny, man. At a time where all our strategic minerals is going as we speak, about three multinational companies don't come out. They don't come out. One from Britain, one from Brazil, I think so. Um, I just like the whole ecosystem for Nigerian. You just I like I can it's like spider web. Everything just, I don't even know. As in, you can't just. I just focus on the geopolitics. How it take the affect us. How they take the strategically sign our mineral commodities. How they strategically sign our mineral commodities. This senator where they shout about Borno that Boko Haram don't come so. Multinational companies wey dey there wey dey extract na farm sef na im dey do now because that place wey dey measure so I don use my leg waka for all those place. I don farm for that place sef, that land wey dey I don farm me myself but you know wetin I be farmer I dey follow wey get farm dey go that time. Anyway, dat na story for autobiography. Senator Nnamdi Usman na woman, okay. Yeah, now she first now her headline I first see now this morning. Say she suspend Abure. I no agree read am. I was like, which guy? I see. I don't know any headline one they see now they provoke me because because if the as if now only Bola Tinubu now I don't see. I'm fucking confused too. I am just trying to make sense of everything that is happening. I have come to the conclusion that now, okay, everybody say one party system. Like now, the thing hit me as they come. This one party system of a thing. Now, one party system since the beginning of Fourth Republic, PDP and the rest. But I don't think if that it don't make sense like that when if anybody if I try to interpret what is going on. It's a one party system because all the elite, those who are every billionaires, every millionaires in Nigeria, their source of wealth is from one place. all of them collectively from north, west, east, and south, now oil, directly or indirectly. And that is the party. So what they are doing now, now just to show us, okay, we are practicing democracy. I mean, shey na wetin we say we want to be that, which is pretty much the same thing in the American system. Which I dey try explain the difference between democracy and republic. When all those men no gree me talk. Anyway, VDM they build borehole, they insult everybody in Nigeria and draw debt. Okay, now that alone, that alone, wetin this guy, wetin saying they do so to make right thinking people sit down say come. It's not normal. It's not normal in the sense that waiting the authority can't dey for, waiting government can't dey for. That's why they always complain say the way we they address these people with the government, with the things that we dey insult them, but rather we they make excuse for them. When they call them, we say they are stupid, they are incompetent, they don't know what that they do, they are old, they are sick, they don't sabi speaking. They are just making excuses. Deep down, we know say hell no, these people are some of the smartest and privileged people in our society. We just dey deceive ourselves. No foolish people or people wey no dey competent dey drive some of the most luxurious car you can think of in the world, live in the most up-to-date house, use the latest technology. They are if they went through some of the most prestigious institution you can think of in this world, and you they think that they don't know what they don't know. We are making excuses for them, and they are hiding the other excuse to mortgage our life. Whatever they are doing is deliberate. They know exactly what they are doing. So you now understand why the elite we decided to use their platform, their media, to back the whole foolishness up, right? So that's why when they talk say people wey dey for media, they speak truth to power, speak truth to power. The job where government officials supposed to dey use our money do, they chop am. Somebody is now using his own money, they do am. The media who are supposed to be holding the government responsible, no, they decide to say, you know what, make we just leave those people if they are stupid. Make we just dey celebrate. Like it don't just I think it's not fair to the northern part when I say the whole country, because I don't see this madness for north, right? Because they look they when Sultan come out to say social media and a terrorist organization, yes, it sounds very, to me, it's coming a little bit too late. That was my position for him, because I understand where they come from. Because it doesn't make sense. Because VDM build let's say 100 boreholes. It do like it don't just even make sense. Where me and you day, where me and you day, do we have anything like that happening? Say one person say if they don't like you can't even do it in the first place. Say you just wake up now, you want to provide water for a community. You still have to go through the government establishment, established structures. Because now the standard and everything, and then go say all your own say okay, you just provide money. So again, it's just It's just every indication that we are conquered people. Because this is not normal. You know, this is just the way. This is not be people where they suffer. Like that's another thing. The fact that's why when it's hard for me to actually make case. That that's why I don't understand when people they complain say wait till they buy 1,000 before they buy 10,000 now. Yeah, as obvious and ridiculous that is, then if you're not trying to mirror first of all the kind of conversation we are having, then the kind of all this nonsense foolishness I call it that the name of protest that is going on, you try put them side by side with the rhetoric that the condition is worse, things are worse. It doesn't make it no add up. It doesn't it no rhyme at all. It doesn't make sense because people weigh their life is a reflection of actually what they are saying that things as the life has becoming unbearable for majority. I don't think in real sense of human being with me no running around in the name of one person say the whole like it's even for me to even talk and say it doesn't even sound it don't make sense because how the fuck do you explain this to the future generation? Like how? Like how do you explain this? It's as ridiculous as snake swallowing how many billion? Something is not right, man. As in whoever program was, is, that person deserve a Nobel Prize, Nobel laureate. That's exactly what the person deserve because this is fucking. It gets worse by the day. Like I dey see the clips, the video of people where they protest. Like I see the one of coming from uh Niger man ex girlfriend aunt wey dem dress Benin attire is actually like they were actually with a nice choreography. The old people was like, how much they pay these people? They come shout video. Yes, I get it. I don't man. But it just doesn't make sense. And all this kind of thing no they happen for North. That's why they're politically more advanced and sophisticated. But they understand what time is it. They understand what time is it. Trump is waging trade war against Russia. He just appointed ambassador to Russia today. As we speak, they just do the inauguration, sending ambassador ambassador America to China. Right? Negotiation will start officially between the China and America in Switzerland in the coming days. They just finally finalized the pipeline to drag gas from Warri Port Harcourt all the way to London, the whole Europe. But we no get we are in darkness in Nigeria. Morocco right now is the difference between the distance between Morocco and Africa. If that makes sense, because that's exactly what is happening in Morocco. They have strategically take themselves away from nonsense that is happening across the length and breadth of Africa. Morocco today now like honey bird from all the powerhouse. They no fit fight themselves. Rather, everybody they come back to come because it's a they understand their strategic location and they capitalize on what they are. For the past 20 years, they focus on auto industry, not just combusting engine that the German no talking about real EV vehicle. China's are building there now factory every country they build there. They just extending the only fastest speed rail, bullet rail in Africa. Now Morocco get, and they just dey extend that to three other cities. It is becoming an industrial powerhouse. Who would have thought of that? The so-called Kilonkwe, um, Mali, Burkina Faso, and Senegal, since na landlocked area, the only place that afford them exit na still the Morocco through the Atlantic Ocean. They just signed that pact. In other words, everybody is connecting to, is coming to build factories. So now Europe is now like the most busy industrial hub on the planet as we speak. All the factories that are leaving China, they're either going to India, they are going to Kenya, Uganda. That's it. But it's not that they are not coming towards us too, but our own are free. Sound little deals with our leaders, whoever happened to be in charge at that time, got their own deals. Because even as Boko Haram, they clear the land, just as I said on Dr. Damage 2 weeks ago, what is happening there is what? Genocide, land grabbing, and Islamization. They go on simultaneously. The genocide and the farmers and everybody whether they kill. Pushing in every, because another the media, we are not doing ourselves justice in reporting what is happening. Out of every 10, 20 people they kill in Borno State, nothing less than 200 to 1,000 people will flee that community. But they will just tell you, so, oh, 20 people were killed today. Waiting it means that the whole community is gone. Because by the time you kill 20 people, every other person will flee. That's genocide. Guess what? What next comes in? The international companies, farming, mining, which is the land grabbing. They take charge. They are not going to be there forever. As soon as they finish whatever the resources they got, they finish. A fresh community will rise there, which is where the Islamic State comes in. Because those people who flee are not coming back. All this is happening, but for some reason, half of the country they feel the pain, understand what is actually happening. The other part of the country just the flex. They throw party for street in the name of VDM. Ah, we live to tell this story one day. How could they tell about? I don't understand. Now, so then fight, then sponsor fights for DRC and Rwanda a couple of weeks ago. Now, so now there that was the hot bed of news. Killing M33, whatever they call those, their foreign sponsors. Malaysia, they wage war against the state over just to make the place accessible for international companies to come and mine their gold and cobalt and all that. As we speak today, they don't cut deal. Both country, both Rwanda and Congo, with the White House. Peace is coming to reign, but already the resources has been already strategically been dominated. But above all, they're still bringing immigrants to come, and Rwanda will say accept immigrants. They literally reshaped the world before our own very eye. By the time we will realize, they don't get out of control. The next 100 years, the next literally 100 years, our is not going to get better than this. Few people will live the good life, that's for sure. But majority will be what belong to that useless generation. That's for sure. No go escape am. Just now we go produce them. Just look at us. Look at when they tell you say 133 million. That is way more than 60% of the population are pretty much useless. So now then go see breed the next generation where their counterpart the rest of the world instead that's in they don't even understand wetin what work would be like. That's meant for QA. What's QA now? The robots. If all of them will have a human robot that will doing all this whatever labor that you think that there is. And before you begin to think, say, oh, I'm over exaggerating, we can't even feed ourselves. But that's not even the danger. Our food or means of our source of our livelihood is already being taken over as we speak, 100%. So that is the fight you have to fight. Just like what is happening in South Africa, right? People are beginning to speak up, waiting a lot of mad people like us be the talks they come. This Mandela where they hail as hero. More than assassin and where waiting he give. Right? So South Africa is going to be a very clear example. It doesn't matter how you govern yourself. Once the resources is not under your control, your condition will see the worst of. That's where we dey go. Pretty much. Because when everything they don't mechanize, automate pretty much everything. You do expect your grandchildren, for instance, or 30 years from now, mate, you dey expect people see they think of going to farm or farm safe. That'll be like it will be like something of yesterday. And if that process is not under your control, never finish.
But you're, you're from the same state. I'm not sure you're going to speak on the same subject matter.
Ameja Baba is
Please
my name.
go ahead.
I represent the extremely displaced and highly victimized constituency of Chibok, Dambua, and Goza. Mr. Speaker, honorable members on record, including the 82 not yet recovered Chibok girls. Mr. Speaker, I'm talking as a victim of the recent resurgence of an insurgence of Boko Haram. I was in my constituency on Saturday to sympathize, to condole with the people that lost their lives as a result of this sporadic, uninterrupted attacks in my constituency. In Pulka constituency, part of my constituency, 10 peasant farmers who went out to scavenge for what we call firewood. Peasant farmers were slaughtered by Boko Haram members, and 5 are still at large and 3 are critically ill in the hospital. In Chibok, 14 peasant farmers were attacked in their community. In less than a blink of an eye, they reduced 14 people to 9. As they are running, this new motorcycles, using brand new AK-47s to kill people while they are running for their own lives. In Isge, I lost 2 military men, a captain and a senior officer, as a result of Boko Haram insurgents. In Kamburu, I lost 2 men and 1 military officer as a result of Boko Haram insurgents. In Wajiroko, I lost so many constituents. We lost so many constituents because Boko Haram is using armed drones. Let it be on record. They are using armed drones, weaponized drones, which the Nigerian army is not using. In other words, they are more sophisticated and advanced than the Nigerian army. Lastly, I lost people in Wajiroko. We lost people in Wajiroko as a result of Boko Haram insurgents. This is the few I can give you, just a tip of an iceberg as far as my constituency is concerned. I observe one thing. Boko Haram is fast coming back worse than what we had in the past. Take it or leave it. Boko Haram, ISWAP, or whatever name you call them, they are coming back. Let us do something serious in order not to come back, go back to our days when 22 local governments out of 27 local governments of Borno were occupied by Boko Haram. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we should be complacent. Rome used to be the greatest empire on the world, but it was destroyed by the complacency of the Romans because of their inability to take things serious, to deal with their enemies. So as I'm speaking to you, personnel, there are no Nigerian army personnel. They don't have enough personnel to face these boys. That is the truth. They are committed. They are very strong in their own stand, but unfortunately, they don't have enough personnel and equipment to face the Boko Haram. I have seen it. Nobody reported it to me because I went to my constituency on Saturday.
It is a colonial language, but we actually been requested to say something because there are some other people here who are so much interested in what we said. Our topic is the issue of corruption as far as leadership in Nigeria is concerned. I expressed my own understanding. I said corruption does not spare any other country. And the human being, as you see him, as long as you don't implement the rules and the regulations of the country, don't think you can stop him. Human being can turn into anything. Sometimes he can even become animalistic. He even kills in pursuit of his own interest. It's universal, it's all over the world. That is why you find the world in crisis today. In Nigeria, you can really see somebody whose salary is not more than 300 naira a month. You find him having many houses, many cars, and everything. Nobody can believe what recently happened. A former accountant general of the Federation in Nigeria, who is accused and before the court of law for stealing over 109 billion naira, was last 3 weeks turbaned by the emir of Kano in Kano, great celebrations, and the people were celebrating what actually was not in our character. This is something entirely new to us. You can't believe this. People claim that Nigeria has no money. Nigeria has money, but Nigeria has mismanagement. The leaders are not sensitive. National Assembly is not sensitive at all. And not only that, if care is not taken, future elections will be very, very difficult to be conducted in Nigeria. You queue up, you vote. At the end of the day, the final decision will be taken by a number of few people at the tribunal. You move for appeal, then you move even to the Supreme Court. And for every stage you go, it is expenditure. I assure you, expenditure of the lawyers and the others. And not only that, every part of Nigeria today is soiled. The ordinary voters are affected. People who are conducting elections affected, INEC people affected. You can't believe this. And even our malams are affected. As long as we don't use our laws, we don't take care, we don't punish those who are offenders, then only God knows where Nigeria is moving to. We blame the bandits every day. Why do we blame them? They risk their lives. Then what of these people in government houses well protected, but looting treasury every day? And when we see them, we almost worship them, we praise them, we sing about them, we dance for them, we create drama for them. This was not the culture of Sokoto Caliphate. This was not the culture of Sokoto Caliphate. Somebody came here and met Muhammad Bello during his own time. He couldn't believe that was the Caliph. He said, I'm looking for the Caliph. He said, this is the Caliph. He said, no, you can't be the Caliph. He said, I'm the Caliph. What we were told is during the government work, they use the government light. Then during their private work, they use their private things. How do we expect Nigeria to move forward? And we don't blame ourselves, including myself, university lecturer, doesn't attend the lectures, is always busy following politicians, becoming the scribe of politicians, waiting for? No, hand out. Something is really wrong. We have to think. I can't believe this. How can somebody justify to me and tell me that 500 cows being moved, nobody will trace their steps, no dust, and they disappear? And you tell me former director, NSO another, former director, NSA another, former NSA another, director of military intelligence, former another. Yet something is wrong.
Najama, you say where in they cry? Guy, the thing no reach to cry. You think about the not it not make sense. What did they happen for Nigeria? Like it doesn't make sense. Especially the way we they behave, the way we they react to like what we take serious and what we not take serious. Like with this outpouring of distraction for VDM. Make dem channel that energy to power, say we no get light. Because one thing we don't understand, the next war, all this technology, this technology that is emerging, AI, quantum computer, now the amount of power where it needs is pretty much 10x of waiting every nation get, even the United States of America as we speak today. That's when we dey hear Donald Trump, they say drill baby drill baby drill. It's all part of revolutionize the fossil fuel energy, because the idea say they are shifting away from there. Say come, even the clean energy revolution that they are trying, they envision for the world. It will take energy to actually build that facility, the world that they envision. In other words, everybody they double up. You cannot, there's no way you can industrialize without power in the first place. But for some kind of reason, they're saying no, we're not even the like that's not even something of a concern. That's like as far as I'm concerned, that's an existential threat, maybe that one. That should be a national security threat, not even Nnamdi Kanu as the target. Not having electricity in 2025 should be a national security risk. That should deserve this kind of energy, this kind foolishness that is being built around VDM. 3 fucking whole days, everywhere they make noise. There's nobody understand what in the government they do it anymore. They sign our life out, but we all focus on things that doesn't make sense. So if you say boy the man they cry, pay attention to things we mention. It doesn't make sense. Now the way we they react to things that we are numb to as if the spotlight is so much on the few of us who think we understand, who belongs to the modern world. few of us. So we built the narrative, we built everything around
colonial
us. That's how
language.
selfish we are. The culture, the social life, all the institution is built around our lifestyle. And we think say we don't arrive. Nigeria only need to the center pie. That's it. That's what I say. Now one thing. Now one is being one party all along. But if to say we get other power, financial power, political power, whatever that come from other sector rather than oil. Let's say we don't get millionaires and billionaires from tech industry, from agricultural industry, things that don't have anything to do with oil, either directly, indirectly. When you have elite in that, when you have elite scatter around like that, then you have a genuine competition among themselves because nobody go on compromise where in the chop, right? If we have billionaires who are, if to say let's say we have billionaires who made their money from agriculture, for instance. This the agricultural sector is very viable and they have billionaires there. They are not going to compromise their own agricultural sector for some foolish tech boys, either from Lagos or some oil baron from Niger Delta. No, everybody will put their interest first, and that's how it was during the regional government, which a lot of them are still clamoring to go back to. Which, as far as I'm concerned, is still not going to work. We're talking about how many million of us? We are less than 100
But we
million that
actually
time. Don't you? We don't almost triple our population, and we are sitting in a regional government. That's not going to work. Give everybody state autonomy. Let the competition be at that level. Any state will survive, join other states. No be cry. But back during the regional, this in the southwest, they are doing well with their cocoa industry and all that. The north, their farming, their agricultural progress is giving them, put them at the center stage to rub shoulder with any other elite within there. So there was a competition. There is, you put your region first, you put your 40 million there. Thank you, Najama. So we're talking about almost 240 million now. We're still talking about regional government. How you want to work? Not gonna work. No, nowhere. No. Now only China don't succeed. Actually, they govern more than a million people, 100 million people. I mean, I should say, doesn't work. America has way with this, so every state now pretty much its own country. That's how it should be. You have to break it down. By the time we get to that point, other than that, it's going to be just now one party system, now turn by turn. Don't just die. That's the whole point. No die. If Atiku no die, they go see handle power to ram. Ah, the fuck, man. So the way you say the man they cry, I feel the guy. I feel where they come from, man. It just doesn't make sense. Like you can tell if somebody, if it is, if you can tell if there's an effort, right? You know, go pay you say okay, just an effort. Say effort there with a try to make sense of it. But no, it's like you just like if you just look at the way we do, it's like we look at the way they do things. Like what's wrong? At a time when these men are putting peace together to see how they would take trans to manipulate the next election successfully, because that's just it. Just how we go take manage get the next order. At the time when they are moving around, you know, organizing themselves, we wait there at the receiving end, they fool ourselves, they build euro on
And so
VDM.
these are all the things that are happening. So there are reasons for everything. That, for instance, all the noise you're hearing now about politics in Akwa Ibom, Edo State, Rivers State, and rest of it. It's funding. Elections are coming. Who will man the purse? I was speaking with Obasanjo one time, and he told me, he said, he listed some things. I said, those are the things that are necessary to find the chat. Should I find the chat?
Find the chat. That would be interesting.
I'm just going to read the chat. He said, so no, for him, it was like he thought I was going to go into politics. So he was very happy when I was talking with him. He said, Ali, I'm happy that you are now.
I don't know what kind of witchcraft you practice, because I was going to ask you
about the relationship with him.
No, not just about him. You said he thought you were going to go into politics. I was going to ask you why.
Why I did not. Okay, so no, I'll get to it. So he says, he says, Ali, I'm going to read that. Ali, I'm happy you are catching on with politics, but you still have a lot to learn. And I said, like what, sir? He said, like how you get governors and presidents elected. So you need 7 governors to win an election. Lagos, Bayelsa, Delta, Rivers, Kano, Kaduna, and the CBN governor.
To win at federal level, a presidential
election. You need 7 governors. 1, Lagos. 2, Bayelsa. 3, Delta. 4, Rivers. 5, Kano. 6, Kaduna. 7, the CBN governor.
So you just, without, even if you are a political novice,
you know what all this means.
Understand the permutation.
Exactly. And so when I said, but Kano and Kaduna don't have much. He said, that's for numbers.
For numbers. True. For numbers.
He said, and what is money? That's numbers too. All right. He goes to say, you need 44 of the most popular senatorial districts. He said, you need to have awarded 10 contracts, and 15% of that contract can give you marginal impact at the polls. And you must award these contracts in your first year of assumption of office.
Whoa.
Because if you don't do that, then you can't ask the people for anything. Because when you give them at the first year of your getting into office, when it's time for elections, you just tell them, do you want to continue this contract, or they know what to do. He said, you must name your CGN, you must name your IGP, you must name your Controller General Customs, you must name the head of the NNPC, you must name your CBN governor. And if you want to get into the duty, you must suspend pending cases of corrupt past governors who are loaded. Don't forget that those guys have chests.
War chests.
War chests that's just sitting down waiting for who they want to align with. No matter how much EFCC milks from them, they still have plenty. These are people who were sitting on a monthly federal allocation. Don't forget that sometimes when, your federal allocation, like some states will mention, when they get their federal allocation, they don't touch it. They actually add to it because their state internally generated revenue is higher than what the federal gives to them. So if federal government gives them 3 naira, they can add 4 naira to it and spend 7. So when they leave office, EFCC can't come look for them because they added money to what federal government gave them. But you see that internally generated revenue, that is their sweat, as it's called. It's their money. They generated it themselves. They can determine anything they want to do with it. Lagos State internal generated revenue is higher than what federal government gives them.
Obasanjo just seized it for like forever.
They call this bluff.
Nobody cared.
They call this bluff. That's what we used to pay salaries. Just, And then it says, yes, this is the meaty part of it. Say, get US or China support. because of their businesses in your country, they would support whoever. You heard the fallout from the Senate in this thing that said how they helped Buhari to get into office and remove Jonathan. National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, Market Women,
NURTW.
Unsettled the organized labor.
Settle or unsettle?
Unsettle. Now, organized labor is where you then have people who protest. We are not this, we are this, and we are supporting that. We don't like this. All of that. There's one other. Get 10 of the richest Nigerians on your side. And we know the usual suspects. Infiltrate opposition parties and let them decamp before election. So you have your party. I want to infiltrate the party. I'll send my people to leave my own party and join your own party before the elections. So when the time of elections comes, they will then disrupt the whole thing. They probably will be the ones they put in charge of electioneering campaign. You won't know that the reason they decamp from that side was to make sure that your own campaign doesn't succeed. So when you are planning and saying, no, this is what we'll do this, they inform those people that this is what they plan to do. So by the time...
And later on, you will hear they are going back to their old party.
Exactly. then, you know, somebody did it when he said, oh, he was supposed to be... I think Ashiwaju's campaign guy. Then he left to go and support the guy from Kano. You know, sometimes when these people say some things, you know, you have to respect this. Infiltrate opposition parties and let them decamp before them. Buy delegates 1 year before your congresses. 1 year before the congresses, buy them. So I asked, how do you buy congresses? It's okay, so this is what you do. You know who and who will be selected as delegates.
Nigerian, what of if what of if Obi finally the fact they don't settle their leadership also, right? Obi get the maybe them Obi get maybe last right? The senator, the woman will be chairman, or the two of them come out, they get new person. But the contour say they must do primary. Say Obi must go through primary for Labour Party. And the primary, it no go be open primary. It go be closed primary, go be by delegate. This one wey Obi just no gree register for the party, so Obi no get ticket be that oh. Ah, if it be like joke, it go be like film for your eye. Go do am boju. Because I see they fight to produce chairman all this one. So after this year now, the next thing na primary they go dey talk now. A candidate they go dey talk. Candidacy who go be this guy. So imagine they succeeded in having a new chairman coming in board. And the chairman and the party now insisted that they have to go through primaries. And Obi has to be primaried. Somebody will contest with him. And he can't lose because they don't get grip of the party at the delegate
And
level.
permutate and say, this man will be delegate in another 4 years. You give 2 of his daughters jobs in a bank. You give this other person's wife a shop in so and so place. This other person wants to go to Hajj, they go to Hajj. This one wants to do something. When the time for election comes and you say, this is the person I support, because of those people that you have given, they won't mess up. While some people are trying to raise money to give dollars to some people, you already have bought their loyalty since.
But shit. Sorry, I don't know say I don't know say the thing I mute myself. So I say he say he go lose. So who they go fit bring come make he follow and contest? A papa. They fit bring a papa come make he follow and run. Make contest against her for primaries. I mean that would be fucking hilarious, man. They are that petty, I know. They are that fucking petty. They feel do am. Yeah, who be the potential candidate who go fit give Obi run for his money in Labour Party primaries? Oh, now see, who they fit use? Who they fit? They fit use, they fit use, they fit use Ozigo. No, Ozigo. They fit use, Valentine Ozigo. Ah, that would be fucking hilarious too, man. That would be another story. Now, who they fit use? Niger man. Because instead of me obedience, go en mass, go register for Labour Party and take it over. They busy, they form portal, they register, I don't know. Anyway.
Have a hand in appointing all party chairmen, all parties chairmen, all parties. So it's not. So when you hear that two people are gunning for an office and you are not in the party, you call the other parties running against him. Say you want to be chairman, we'll fund you. Right. Secure INEC and state rec, blogs and social media, religious leaders, royal fathers, appointment of board of chairmen and DGs. It says refer to number 2. Get 4 constitutional lawyers on retainership.
And to who know that this is the blueprint way Tinubu is currently doing in our fucking face. These people busy, they run up and down for street. All the delegates in the Labour Party are already they're not by them already. Already bought by APC. But who be the candidate? Who they go bring make face house? You mean say anybody where they bring go be to be that? No now. You know, that story no go sweet. Then at least they won't be somebody that will be at least be on the same level with Obi. You know. I don't know where Valentine Ozigo they feel proper and up. But if they bring a papa, I go too sweet, yeah. Boy. Ah man. Nigeria will be funny people, man. I don't just believe say this is normal. What do they do so? Normal. Whew.
Criminal.
Ah,
How they go put money laundry for person wey no get money? You don't dey launder your own money now. Who broke you na criminal now? I don't to give. I
celebrity
don't to do
lawyer.
charity. They dey wonder how. They don't know
A
say they use debt to do
celebrity
charity.
hero.
Anyways, we're outside with my lawyer, of course. And you know what we do? We can never get inside when we have our lawyer by our side. So right now, by strategy, you are going to survive me with at least $3,000 first for the starts. So
No, these days, when I dey just study wetin dey happen with America and the election of Donald Trump and the rhetoric behind Donald and everything wey just dey happen, I just begin to reflect back why everything wey happen in the 60s, all the organizing force behind the individuals why now I begin to understand why all the organizing force behind individuals like Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, on and on and on. Why literatures, why history books, documentary films were directly just focus on individual. That's individual strongman, heroine. They undermine the millions, the thousands and millions of people who actually built bridge for those individuals to ride on. Because what those individuals actually do is just they have the oratory ability, the ability to communicate, to articulate the plights of the people to the understanding of the oppressors in a way that very few people can do. That's just the difference. Now, what make this the idea of VDM, the they resonate, the idea of Traore, they resonate. One man, because even those that were assassinated, they assassinated a lot of people before they got to them. Right? Story of Mandela, for instance. Maybe only Mandela dey inside jail, but they create an hero, out of him for a reason, for shit like this. So all of a sudden, we are looking for a strong man, looking for Jesus Christ. Come and save. They could bring one extra governor. Okay, I never thought about from north. To make it look simple to be. Okay. You see, one governor okay. Which governor? Unless an outgoing governor. No governor wey wan do second term go fuck around like that too. They go bring either governor, an outgoing governor or an ex-governor. But that would be so fucking hilarious. It was too funny. Mhm. Naija man don dey yawn oo. Na hunger be that. Man go buy food. I'll come back for late night section for una side. It's 3:35 p.m. for here. So I should be back in the next 2 hours or less. Unless something has to do with making money come happen. So until then, brethren, like, share, and subscribe. And man, thanks for your time. See you in here. If you never sleep, no go sleep. Go Niger watch. Abiola, no go. This one I go back so you know if you sleep, you get jam also. I'll be back.